So after feels like a week of driving, we finally got to Yellowstone, and behind us is Old Faithful. Hopefully she will erupt soon.
Is it a she or a he?
No, it will erupt soon, being quite bubbly. I would say it's a she, for want of a different explanation. So last night we stayed in Hatchet campground, another free campsite because it was shut for the season. So we just parked up along with other happy campers. Had a lovely peaceful night until 5 o'clock in the morning when a truck driver started up his engine and left it to defrost for about 10 minutes. It was pretty cold this morning as well, had a nice frost on the van, but Hezzy was nice and warm inside. And then we had about an hour and a half drive from the campsite that we thought was on the edge of Yellowstone Park, and it took us an hour and a half to drive into the park. Not long after that, despite being full of diesel, topped up the oil, full of fresh water, the AdBlue light came on the van, knowing that we're about 300 miles from any form of civilization. Panic set in, and not knowing whether or not the van will go into limp mode or whether or not we'll ever be able to get out of Yellowstone Park. Fortunately, they have a couple of gas stations in the middle of a park in their village, and so we've emptied all their stock of DEF or AdBlue. So if anyone else is stuck here with lack of that stuff, unlucky. We can sell it to you for $40 a can.
But probably we're the only ones stupid enough to set off on a long journey without checking we have any.
Probably, yes.
We have now learnt our lesson.
Yes.
We have spare.
Yeah. So we're about to make some butties and then have a wander around the other geysers. Geysers or geysers?
Geysers. So
the geysers?
So it is a bloke. It is a male.
Ah, yes it is.
It's a geezer.
Oi, geezer.
We found a baby Old Faithful. This one's called Tardy Geezer. I don't know if it's always late. Definitely getting bigger. So this giant geezer could be about 1,000 years old. It last erupted in 2019. So we're not going to wait. That rainbow's really striking now. It's gone now on speed. That one got got a clap. Jez hasn't had a bath in a while. Tip him in. Yeah, there's a bigger bath just for Jez. So what you can't get a sense of on this video is the smell of sulphur.
Old Sarah.
It does really
She
feel.
still hasn't had a shower yet.
Still no sign of any bears. Birds, bison,
No bears.
no bears. So we're driving out the first thing this morning after our wild camping spot, and we've come across the weirdest bird ever. I have no idea what that is. Well, after a night camped in the wild near Yellowstone, we have woken up to a very frosty morning. But we'll come back in again, see what we can find, and quite a stunning view of the lake coming up, and some hot springs.
Not so hot spring.
So I think it's going to be another lovely day. Unfortunately though, Hezzy decided that she doesn't like Yellowstone. Yesterday we had a 1 warning light for AdBlue. Today we've got another warning light saying I've got too much oil. She's definitely like Goldilocks.
Despite after about 300-400 miles of it being happy with the amount of oil that it has in it, and now it throws up an error message. So
Yeah.
anyway, and no signal, no data to be able to look at what might be the solution apart from drain off some oil somehow.
Yeah.
And anyway, hopefully give it a rest and it'll be fine.
Yeah. Fingers crossed. But this is the stunning view coming up. No bears. Come on, Yogi. Come out to play. The last waterfall of the day, possibly. And apparently this isn't worth it.
It was worth it. I was asking if it was worth it.
It's got a swimming pool at the top. Are you happy again now?
I was happy. It's lovely, this bit.
You're complaining about this waterfall.
It's very nice indeed, very pretty.
Now you've got to walk up a bit of a hill and gone off the back country.
Very nice.
There's still no bears. Bears are all sleeping. So we were on the lookout for bears, but instead up popped two bison. Stop.
Being quite protective of that one, you see.
I'd go now. Good. Last few views of Yellowstone. Taking the different route out today.
Definitely didn't find any snow.
No.
And we've realised Hezzy doesn't like Yellowstone. So after the oil light came on saying had too much oil, about half an hour later it went off, and then the screen with the CarPlay and heater controls and radio controls went off, wouldn't come back on again. Anyway, after she had a paddy and calmed herself down, she's all good again.
I think she just was scared of being parked on a hot spring or a bubbling lava pot, bubbling mud pot. So the only thing that Yellowstone has disappointed is that there's been no bears. Lots of bison. But no bears. The ranger said they hadn't seen them in a couple of weeks and they're probably all hibernating or getting ready to hibernate, so they're in the more remote areas. But we've got a couple more miles still to go before we get out of the gate.
Couple? About 70.
No, not for the gate.
Oh, 20.
We've got about 20 miles left till we get to the gate. So my fingers are still crossed that we might actually see a bear waving us off. Let's see. So Des was complaining there's no snow. We have found some just behind his head. But in the last part, when we said there was only 20 miles left to go, and we were hoping perhaps to see some wildlife, a particular type of wildlife, we drove around the corner and there was a whole load of people parked up on the side with spotting binoculars, and we pulled over just to see what was going on and managed to see a grizzly bear, mummy grizzly bear, with 2 cubs. Amazing. We saw bears. We've no idea where we're sleeping tonight because we spent an hour looking at bears. But hey, we saw bears.
We saw bears! Yay!
Yay! Yellowstone has bears. It's not a myth. So, no video footage. There's no way the footage would have come out. They were too far away. But hopefully we've got some nice photos. We'll have a look at that later.
Yeah, brown dots in a field.
Yeah.
Basically, my camera's rubbish. But if you imagine what a bear would look like and squint at a brown dot in a field, you'll probably be spot on with it.
But the binoculars are pretty good, and you could get a really good clear view of them, of mummy and 2 babies wandering across.